Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yusuf. In this video, I'm going to be sharing about research training programs, specifically at the University of Sydney. I've shared something similar at Flinders University if you check my YouTube channel. But in this video, I'm going to be sharing that same scholarship, but for the University of Sydney. So how do you apply for the scholarship? It's very simple. There are two application processes involved in submitting your application for the scholarship, and I'm going to be showing you how in this video. So it's very important for you to note this particular point. You can only claim the scholarship if you're applying for an international higher degree by research. So what it means is that you can only claim the scholarship with an admission, Masters of Research or a PhD. So you can only apply for Masters of Research or a PhD if you want to apply for the scholarship. So not taught Masters. I'm going to be showing you how to apply for that soon in this video. So let's quickly come here to see the scholarships available at the University of Sydney. So you see here research RTP stipend scholarship. You see RTP fee offset, University of Sydney International, and you see virtually all of these scholarships are available for international students. But specifically, this is what you really want to apply for. If you want to, you can also express your interest in all of the scholarship. You can just click on this to download this form in front of them for international student and read about the scholarship to just have an understanding of the terms and conditions. But they're not really the most important information I want to talk about in this video. These are things you can read at your own leisure time. Let's quickly come down here to see how to apply for the scholarship. So like I mentioned, there are two things that are very important. You need to apply for an admission in this university and you need to apply for the scholarship separately. So there are two applications you're submitting. But the first one you need to submit is application for your desired course. So if you check here quickly, you would see deadline for domestic student and deadline for international student for this scholarship, right? The RTP scholarship. You would see here there is one for 17th of December. This is already closed. 12th September 2025 and 21 November 2025. Outcome received by December. So even with this one, I'm not going to advise you to apply for this round. Probably this one is safer. So you're starting your program next year because the outcome is going to be coming out in March 2026. So and these are like some documents you need to submit, especially this one, this research experience evidence template. It's very important because we'll be completing this and uploading it together with your other documents. I'm going to be showing you where it is needed soon. So let's come back here and check out courses available at this university. This is the page for courses available at this university. There is education, engineering, law, medicine, music, science. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using education as an example because I have education background. And you can also see some information on how to apply tuition fee, scholarship here, international student information, but you need to choose your course first. Before you know how to apply, you need to identify a course you want to study first. So I want to use this as an example. So education and social work. You can read about the course here. You see on the undergrad, postgrad, and research. So you click on research because we are interested in research courses, not just postgraduate taught courses. So if you come down here, you see Doctor of Philosophy. This is PhD, and you see Masters of Research. This is Masters of Education Research. This is what we are interested in. So let's click on this one. Yeah, this is Masters of Education by Research, and you can read about the duration here, the intake research. You can check the semester time date here. You would see when they're accepting application and when they're not accepting application. But most of the time, the application is on rolling basis. It means they accept application all around the year. So I've checked it before. You can apply for your admission all around the year. And if you come right here, there is an interesting information on that is admission. So if you click on this admission just to see what is required if you want to submit application for this scholarship, you'll see other international students with right to study may also be eligible for. If you're not a visa holder, don't worry about us, but you need a visa, of course, to be able to study, because after your admission and scholarship, you definitely be applying for your visa to go to Australia and study. So all candidates are required to have achieved a grade point average of 70% in your final year of the university prior to a master's of research. So you need a proposal of 500 to 1000 words. You can see that on my YouTube channel. I have a video where I talk about a research proposal. So that video is going to be very helpful for you if you're applying for the scholarship, because it's just 500 words to 1000 words. Yeah, you need your bachelor degree, of course. Yeah, this is bachelor degree. International qualification, if you have international qualification, whatever, is still, it's still going to be accepted once your university is an accredited one in your country. So recognize prior learning if you have any. So English is not my first language. Don't worry, there are some countries that have been exempted from this English language requirement. We'll just quickly check that now. So quickly, you can just scroll down here and see South Africa, Nigeria, America, Samoa. So you can see all of these countries are exempted from IELTS or TOEFL. So they're recognized as English-speaking countries. So if you are from any of these countries, then you don't have to worry about the IELTS or TOEFL. We are back to how to apply for admission. So the first thing you need to do is to find a potential supervisor within the faculty whose academic background align with your research. So you will visit the Research Support Connect. So if you click here, you'll be able to see a list of supervisors they have, and you can search for the one who share your research interest. So if you click on studies, you would see different research area that is available in the school. You see, Masters of Education, you undertake research in any of the following centers: art, education, literacy, Chinese, whatever. So there is a lot of areas here that you can make sure your own research interest as well is tailored to this research areas, because this is where they have resources, I mean human resources that can supervise your research. This is where what their professors are researching. So you need to be proposing something around this area to be able to get someone to supervise you in the school. Let's go back to this. And yeah, you need to find a supervisor. So if you want to reach out to supervisor, there's going to be a link under this video where you would see a sample of a cold email, an email you can send to supervisor requesting them to supervise your research. But it's very important, they even advise, if you're reaching out to supervisor, it's very important to say include your academic transcript, your CV, and your proposal as well if you're reaching out to them, so that they can see if they can supervise your research or not. And on my channel as well, YouTube channel, I've shared an email that I sent to a supervisor that won me scholarship in America, so you can check that out as well and say. So you can read this. Your supervisor may offer you advice on developing a research proposal before you submit your application. Of course, if they're very interested in your research, you can work together to improve your proposal. You need two academic referees, to submit your application. You need, they said, if you intend to study part-time, that's if you want to. Application are made by the university application portal. So you need to apply for admission by just clicking here. You just go there to submit your application. But before you submit, you need a research proposal. Like I said, you need your CV. On my channel as well, I've shared a sample of a resume, a CV. You can check that and see how you can write it. And if you have one already, an academic CV, then go for it. To referee your post-school academic transcripts, you need that one. A written statement from your potential supervisor that they have agreed to supervise your project. So yeah, you need that. Once you find a supervisor, they need this statement you need a statement in order to complete your application. So supporting document such as identification of evidence of residency status. So you need this as well. Other supporting evidence as required. So all of this is just what you need to submit your application. So once you have all of those things, you need to submit your application. You can see different starting date. There is March, 1st of March, there is 1st of July, and yeah. So this is view scholarship closing date. If you want to view the scholarship closing date, but basically it's what I've shown you the other time when I started explaining. So once you submit your application for admission here, because all of this information you're submitting when you're applying for scholarship, they work hand in hand. They are going to be pulling some information from the one you submitted for admission to decide if you're going to be getting the scholarship or not. That's why supervisor is very important. That's why you need to submit the best application for your course. And while you're applying for your choice of course, for instance, Masters of Education, you need to submit the best application and express your interest in RTP scholarship and any other scholarship you can find that you're eligible for. You can express your interest while you're applying for admission. You will see that that section when you're applying for your admission. So once you are done, you need to apply for scholarship. If you recall the other time, I showed where you can apply for your scholarship, which is here. So is the scholarship application form. Just click on this application form and you get this page. On this page, these are the things you need to submit. You need your student identification number. After submitting your application for admission, you get that number. And you need your transcript, which you've already used to submit. So you do not even need to provide this document if you have already submitted your application for admission. You do say if you have said transcript and qualification currently enrolled. If you've currently enrolled, you don't need to submit. But if you haven't enrolled, if you're just applying for the first time, you need to upload those things. Transcript, your grading system, translation if it is not in English language, your research experience. This is optional, but it's very important for you to complete this form. So if you click on this template, you download that template, and this is how it looks. Experience evidence template. You just need to put in your name here, your student ID once you submit your application, your email address as well, put that here. And this is just entering your professional experience, employer, blah, 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 your referee, your referred article or publication in referred journal. So if you have any article you've published, just list them here, their ISN number, their title of the publication, list everything here. If it's not yet published, just feel as desirable. So once you complete this form, you will be uploading this form together as well when you're submitting your application for the scholarship. Here and just click next. So I've already selected some of these things before. Are you currently enrolled in higher education degree? I said no. Have you applied for this by research at the University of Sydney? So I've already, it's assumed that you must have submitted your application before completing this. So I clicked yes. And the student type international. Are you of indigenous origin? No. SID is optional, so I didn't have that. So I just put in some random number just to see how this whole process works. You put your email address, you put your details, you next. So which of the rounds of scholarship would you want them to consider you for? I selected 1st of July, 30th of September, and this is what I want. I actually want to start 2026. So if you want to, you can choose other other dates, but this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to be advising you to choose because of the timeline, so that you can have enough time to prepare the best application. Yeah. So if you also want more information about the timeline, you can click here. So next, then just select these things as required or that's applicable to you. Next as well, so research experience. So please include your research experience form that I showed initially. Combine it to a single PDF. So everything that they mentioned initially, your transcript, your proposal, blah, 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 everything, combine everything in a single PDF and upload everything here just once. I just uploaded this. Let's just be able to proceed. So next, and privacy statement, just click on agree and you hit the submit button, and that's it. You've submitted your application for the scholarship. You've submitted the application for admission after looking for supervisor. You've done all of those things and come back here to submit application for scholarship. Yeah, I think that's just everything about the scholarship application. So I wish you all the best in your application. And if you have any other question or any other query, please, there is a frequently asked question section on this website. You just come down here. There is absolutely a lot of answers to probably most of your questions here. But if you think you haven't gotten satisfied response here, you can reach out to them or put them under this video. I'll try my best as well to answer your questions. So all the best in your application. Bye.